Hi, I'm Sally and this is a tutorial for my dog or puppy Charm, who he also has a tail, which I think is quite sweet. I was asked for this, so here it is. Here you go, hope you like it. You will need 3 black bands, 2 white bands, and then a main body colour, and then like an accent colour for his tummy and sort of round here on his face. So let's make a start. I'm going to start on his ears, so taking your loom, in the staggered configuration, arrows pointing towards you. You're going to take whatever colour you're using for the main body. I'm going to do the exact same design again, so I'm using brown. Stretch it out, don't stretch it out, place it in a figure of 8, sorry I'm getting ahead of myself, around these 2 pins here, like this. And now take a single band, double it back on itself, place it over these 2 pins here. We're going to do this, we're going to go down 3 times on each side with doubled bands. So just double them over using your fingers and then just place them going down your loom 3 times. So I've gone along the centre, I'm going to go along the side now. Like this, and I'm going to place a cap band on this pin and on this pin. So taking a single band, you're going to wrap it around the pin 3 times, and same on the other side. That's only gone around twice, so I'm just going to once more, like so. 2 cap bands on there, and then one last thing before we start to loop. I'm going to double over some more bands, and we're going to place these as holding bands across diagonally here and here, and this will just help to hold the ear together so that the 2 rows don't pull apart from each other once it's all tied off. Okay, oh sorry, one more. Need to put one across where the cap bands are as well, otherwise it looks a bit strange and you have 2 little sort of rounded end bits. So you've got 3 doubled holding bands like this, 2 cap bands, and then the rest all laid out as I said before. So then going through the holding band, through the cap band, pushing back all of the bands and just getting those 2 from the bottom. No, I seem to have an extra band somewhere along the line, so I'm going to place them back over this pin and just find these bands. So you can just carry on and loop up. If you want to start on the next one you can, because you will need 2 of these, and I'll show you how to tie it up in a moment, but you've got enough space on your loom to do a second if you're a little bit quicker to save you waiting. If you're not, then that's fine. You can always pause the video once we finish this one. My cap bands all got squished down into the other bands, and then make the second one and come back when you're done, whichever way is good for you. But once you've looped it all up, take your hook, you go inside this top pin, find that single band that's a figure of 8, bring it round and just place it on your finger. Same with the other one, bring it round, then place both ends onto the end of your hook. Don't know which angle is best for you, the sun seems to have come round now, and then just make a slip knot by pulling one end through the other, like that, and then remove from your loom anywhere you like. I am so sorry, I've made a slight mistake, but it's not the end of the world. Where I said to make a slip knot, you don't want to be making a slip knot. Oops. So hopefully yours is still on your loom and this will be easier for you to do. If it isn't, I am really, really sorry. Really, really, really sorry. If you can, just unpick this slip knot. I just have a really small hook here. And if you have to do it again, I do apologise. But hopefully you won't. Hopefully you can just undo that knot, because you just want this band open to attach to the body. Sorry, that was force of habit, I'm afraid. But that is what it should look like with the open end. And sorry if you have to do it again. But there you go. You will need to make another one, and this can just be placed at the bottom of your loom. And then when you come back, we will make his body. So, to make your dog's body, take 2 bands and place over the middle pin here. Place 2 bands diagonally to the centre, and the same the other side, like so. And then you want to place 2 down each row. Double bands, so 2 bands together, just going down twice on each row. And I've got a broken band all tangled in my non-broken bands, which isn't very helpful at all, really. Oops. There and here, and this is the top part of your dog's face. Okay, so it should look like this. And now we're going to do sort of his muzzle. So I'm using a caramelly tan colour. I'm using a pack of camouflage bands, so it's quite a nice colour. It looks good with the brown. You're just going down once on this side, once on the other side, double bands again, twice in the middle. Like this. And we're just going to close this off. So, taking double of your accent colour, just going diagonally, like so. So we're going diagonally with double bands from this pin to this pin here, same here, and that is your dog's face. And then taking double of your main body colour, you're going down, so from this pin here, where you've just started the diagonal band, you're going down 4 times on each side. Same on the other side. Double bands. This is all double bands unless I say otherwise. I'm sure I'll repeat myself several times over saying double bands, but just in case you're not sure, in case I haven't said, it's double bands. So, going down 4 times on each side, and in the centre, if you want your dog to have sort of coloured tummy, then you'll need to change colours. When I say change colours, if you just want him to have a solid colour body, then don't just keep the colours all the same. So, I'm going to do it with a coloured tummy. So I'm going down once with my main body colour, twice with my accent colour, which is the caramel tan colour, like that, and then once more with your main body colour. So once with the main body colour, 2 with the accent, and 1 with the main. And then we're going to close this off the same way we did up here, so double diagonal bands both sides. So there and here, and place a cap band on this pin here So just a single band wrapped around 3 times. So 1, like this. We're going to now make his front legs. So taking 2 of your main body colour, or whatever colour you want his front legs to be, you're going down your loom twice here, and you'll need 2 to do this again. Curly bands, there we go, twice. And then we need to cap these off. With this one that I have done, I have used the accent colour, so they're sort of like paws. If you don't and you like to have it all one colour, then that's fine too. So whatever choice, whatever way you want to do it. But I'm going to use the accent colour again, just for his little paws. And then once you've done that, pushing back the cap band, we can loop it up. So around the pin and up, same again, and then same on this one, and loop, and loop, and we're placing this on the 5th pin down. So removing it from your loom, centre your cap band so it hangs straight. Then count down your 5 pins, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's here, just under the chin. So I'll place it on and I'll show you again. So it's going just here, and then exactly the same the other side. Otherwise it look a bit wonky. Just centering my cap band. There we go. Placing that over, like so. Oops. And pulling it so it's facing outwards, pushing them down. Now the hind legs. So from down here, sort of where his hip is, just there, you want one there and then one below it. So you're going down twice. Same on the other side. And then again, your choice of what colour cap band you want to use. I'm going to do the same as I did on the front paws, so I'm using my tan colour. And just cap off both of those. So, this is your dog's body as it should look at the moment, like that. We're going to add on his ears, and they're going on these top 2 pins here. So just remove them from your loom and your hook, and just add them over that pin. And this doesn't want to behave today. And I'm just taking my second ear and placing this over the pin on the other side. Don't worry that they're flicking up, we can adjust them afterwards. Next thing we need to do is make his eyes. So take 2 single black bands, 2 white, 1 of your body colour, so brown in my case. Taking your black band, you're wrapping it around your hook 3 times, like this. Taking your white band, you're going over the far side and you're doubling it round, and then same on the other side, so that you get a little bit of white either side of the eye, like this. Same again. Now I will say, as I have done on previous tutorials, this is not my design for an eye, so I won't take credit for this. I believe it was DIY Mummy that did it first, so whether she got it from somewhere else or not, I'm not sure, but full credit to whoever did it, because they do look good. But I'm just saying that it's not my design. The dog is, the eyes aren't. It's not my idea. We're just threading them on to the single body coloured band. I don't think it's fair that people take credit for other people's ideas. And as far as I'm aware, I haven't. These are all my own designs. I haven't copied them from anywhere or anything. So there we have our eyes. And you want to place these eyes upside down on your loom. And these are going across the second pin on either side, upside down. And I will explain why. When you loop up your dog, you will be looping up his back, and his eyes and his nose, when we put it on in a moment, will be pushed through to the other side. So as you're making him, he'll be face down, basically. So if you put his eyes on the right way round now, they'll be the wrong way round when you take him off the loom. I hope that makes sense. So now, making his nose, and we're just taking a single black band and we're wrapping it around our hook like we've just done for the eyes, like this. And taking your accent colour, or whatever colour you've done the muzzle, you just a single band, placing the black band onto it for his nose, and these are going between the centre third and the centre fourth pin, so just under his eyes, like that. And there's one last thing we do need to do. Where you've got your eye band and the two bands in between, just take your hook in between these two bands, if it will let me, there we go, and just pull the top half over like that, if you can see, and this will just act like a triangle band with the eyes on. So now with time to add on, it is time to add on, I should say, my words are coming out wrong, triangle bands. So taking your main body colour and we're placing it across just above the cap band there. So you've got one band going round 3 pins, look like a triangle, which is why it's called a triangle band. Taking another of your main colour, because it won't show in the middle, it will only show at the sides, so try and match it to the colour at the sides. So you do one just above that, and then one just above that again, and the same again over the arms, front legs, then switching to your accent colour, so my tan colour. So you're going over the band where the pin where the noseband is. If I can get my words out today, it would make things a lot easier. Same again, the tan colour, and then you have your brown triangle band here. And now we're ready to loop up. So going in through the foot, pushing the cap band back, looping round and up, and then do the band above that, and do the other leg like so, and then going in through this cap band here in the middle, pushing that back and taking the top 2 bands and looping them back on themselves, and those bands have crossed over, which makes things a little bit difficult, but it's easily sorted. And looping forward so you get that little fan shape. And now we're going to go all the way up to sort of where his arm is, so sort of up to his chin. So where your sort of muzzle sort of colour starts, go up to this pin here, so the one above where you've put his arm. So again, just pushing triangle bands out the way, looping forward, and pushing the arm out the way and looping forward. And going up the centre, looping up his tummy. And then in through his leg. There. And looping all the way. Just past his arm. Like so. So we've looped up his body. Now we're going to do his face. We need to do these diagonal bands here before we can move on. So going in through this centre band here, it's just here above the two accent tummy colours. Just take those top two bands, just two, not three, that's trying to come out, and hook them back to where they've come from. Same the other way, and then mine goes straight. And now you can continue ahead up to the top of his head. So going in through all of the bands and just hooking forward, top two, inside the triangle band, hook forward, inside the eye band, hook forward, inside these two ear bands, and up to the top of his head. Now going up the centre, so just push the nose band out of the way, just hook straight forward. As I explained earlier, it will push forward and out the other side, so don't worry that it's going to be hidden, because it won't be. Then up the other side, looping all the way up, over the ear, through the ear, and looping up, pushing those bands down, like that. So when you finish, just make sure his ears are sort of sideways rather than pointing up. So they're sort of more down than up, they're sort of spaniel ears, I guess. When he's all looped up, he should look like this. And once you get to this stage, you're ready to tie him off. So taking these two loose bands here, taking your hook in there and pulling up and round so that your bands are on your hook. Pull the top one over the bottom one and pull tight, and you are meant to pull it tight this time. I promise, you're not meant to leave it loose. And removing from your loom. Just adjust his ears, pull them down, make sure that these two bands here that you used to tie him off with are tight. Pull his nose out, adjust his eyes so that they look as they should, with the white either side and the black in the middle. Just pull them through if they haven't pulled through on their own, like that. Tuck his body so it's not too curly, curved over, arms. Just adjust everything so it looks as if you want it to. Just pull the ears down. So here's my dog. Looks like this. Now, as I said at the start, he does have a tail. This is optional, you can just leave him like this if you don't want him to have a tail. That's fine, but I'll show you how to make the tail as well. So his tail is here, like this. So using whichever colour combinations you want to. I'll explain how to do it on the loom as well. But I just need some more brown bands because I've just run out. I'll just grab a few more. There we go. Right. So taking whichever colour you want on the end of your tail, double your bands over and wrap them around your hook twice. So they're on like this. Take whichever colour you want next on your tail, double it over, place it on your hook, hold it with your finger and just slide this wrapped band over and on and hook it back up. Then whichever colour you want next. We're doing this for a total of 7 times. So this is the second. Just slide it on, hook it back. So 3, just realised I said I was going to show you how to hook the loom and I haven't, so let me just hook this and I'll show you. Right, to do it on your loom, take your band, you still need to double them with your fingers, and you can place them along your loom. So you go down with 7 doubled bands. So you go down, double band 7 times, and you can just wrap your cat band around and then loop it up. If you find that way easier, if you'd rather do that than using your hook. I'm going to use my hook because I personally find that the easiest way to do. So it's entirely up to you which way you choose. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to do one more. And I'll show you how to attach it to him. So this is what your tail should look like when it's finished. It's quite thin, quite tight, but I think for the proportions it's about right for our dog. Then you may need to move this onto a holding hook, or maybe stretch it over your loom, or just use another hook. So I'm just going to use another hook. So I'm just going to place it to one side for a moment. Now on his bottom, see, I'm going to go right down the bottom here. So where you've got your 2 diagonal bands going across the tops of his legs, you've got one sort of like where you've looped it, it looks like a V. So if you just go through one side of that V, taking 2 bands, so both of those bands on your hook, take your tail, slide that onto your hook as well, and then very carefully you want to find the other side or some of the other 2 bands that are straight. So there, so that it goes, so you've got 2 bands that are on your dog's body, then you've got the tail, and then you've got another 2 bands that are the other half of this. Take a single band, whichever colour blends well, place it over the end of your hook onto your finger, and now we're going to slide the tail and these bands onto this band. So just take it very carefully so you don't slip. So I'm sliding the 2 body bands first, then the tail, and then the other 2 body bands, like that, so that it goes all the way through. Then placing the loop that's on my finger on my hook and sliding this through, making a slip knot to attach it. And now I'm going to wrap this loop around the base of the tail just to give it some extra stability. And you want to get it right down the base of the tail. Like, push it down. And there we have our dog. So I hope you've enjoyed making him. Oh, the nose band's a little bit wonky. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed making him. And I'm hoping, to the person that has requested this, that you do like it and it's to your taste. He is a puppy. So yeah, click like and comment on this tutorial. Let me know what you think of this design and my tutorial, and subscribe to be notified when I do bring out new tutorial videos, which they will be coming quite thick and fast at the moment because I'm working quite hard and trying to get a fair few on here, different varying things from animals and flowers to everyday items and all sorts I'm doing. I'm also on Instagram, so if you'd like to follow me on there, I'm at Sally's Looming, and it would be lovely to see your finished designs for this or any of my tutorials. You can also find me on Facebook if you search Sally's Looming, all one word, and I have a group on there, so you can join and you can see designs, you can share your own designs, your finished results, we can have discussions, anything really, anything to do with looming. So if you join that group too, you can also make requests through that, or through Instagram, or just comment under this video if there's anything else you'd like to see. And thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Bye.